I hate dolls also. My mom gave me 2 small dolls, 4 to 5 inches, as decorations. Those are small dolls, 4 to 5 inches. Those are small. Those are... Hang on.
Nothing will hold me back.
Stay away. Okay. All right. Yep.
4,000 poor bastards.
Yeah.
Who join with APAS in a convergence.
We're going up, up, up. It's on. There we go. Touch that, Grace. It looks like there's a boss. Gumming up the works. Woo. Woo. What's up, fellas? Bye. Peace out. Nailed it. Nailed it. That's what we call a Norman Reedus ride. Get it, like the TV show. You get it. You get it. You think I can get him? Do I believe enough in you that you believe in me to believe in myself back again? If I had fallen and died right there, that would have been so funny. That would have been a hilarious clip, but I was competent, so nothing funny happened. For the first time in my life. 8 episodes. It's like, come on, man. Anyway, I just lost faith in it. I don't know what to think anymore.
The fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
Okay.
I guess that's why they call you doctor.
Because she does medical stuff. Yeah, Sam, you got it, buddy.
So,
You got it, pal.
are you saying your technique allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A
He's
BB
smart.
pod is functionally no different.
All right. All right. You know what? If that's what it takes to stop kids from smoking. Yeah, she looks so dumb. Stupid. Horrible. Not cool. D-U-M-B. Not cool. Not hot. Not. Definitely not that. All right. Did you guys eat Lars? So we have Lars's meat ready to go. Sentence I never thought I would say in my life. All right, everybody, you heard it here first. From Bebo. Watch your back. You heard him the first time, you know? Look, my coffee mug is completely keyed out. Invisible coffee mug.
The proper shower, wouldn't you say?
We gotta stop telling people. The last time we spoke, I took a shower. You have to stop. It makes it seem like you're deeply interested in me being naked. And that's weird. Anyway, come on, let's go take a shower. Yes, you can come with me. Come on. And a respected geophysicist blew the whistle on what he claimed to be the biggest cover-up ever instituted by Earth government. Oh, the discovery of an artifact or marker which proved beyond any doubt that there's alien life in the universe. That's not what they're hiding. Stop. That's not what they're hiding. That isn't the cover-up. Sorry, I hate to say it. We all know what they're covering up. We all know. We know. We sure do. We sure do. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Work Coffee Hour on this beautiful Friday morning, January 23rd, 2026, the beginning of the snowpocalypse, at least here in Texas. I think it's going to hit a lot of the U.S., right? How are you guys doing? Reaper is a Phantom Menace this morning. I feel it's only a matter of time before we have a new Phantom Menace leader. Fearless Phantom Menace leader. It'll take a little while, but you've been very consistent, so I'm very I'm interested to see what'll happen. Bebo hits me with a should chat be trusted. No. Well, I mean, the people in chat, sure. The entity known as chat, you can't trust. But people usually are fine, you know. Good morning, Reaper. Thank you for clocking in. Mute, hello. Thank you for clocking in. Good morning. Mursa. Hi, Mursa. How are you? I'm so glad you guys are here. Darth Torlin is here as well. Hi, Darth Torlin. Thanks for clocking in. And Ursagat. Thank you for clocking in. Hi, guys. I find your lack of faith in me disturbing. Not you specifically. Again, just the entity known as chat, you know? Well, guys, I had a very productive day in the office yesterday. You have an office meeting today to review how we can adjust. Ooh, okay, hold on. Office meeting today to review how we can adjust our attitude regarding your voice count survey all the employees completed. Corporate BS greed not only needs its pound of flesh, blood, and tears, but also needs obedience and mind control. What a fitting thing to begin my conversation for today. First off, so like it sounds like they were putting too many negative things in the employee opinion survey. And so they're like, hey, you need to quit that. You guys need, instead of like, hey, we need to address these problems. It was like, hey, employees, maybe quit, maybe stop that. You might notice the title of the stream this morning, and I guess we probably have enough people here to begin this conversation because I honestly don't know how this is going to go. I don't know how this is going to go, and I don't really know what my solution to this is going to be yet. I felt like I was just kind of like too worn out yesterday to process all of this, so I told Spooky Deer, I was like, I'm going to probably do a lot of processing on the stream tomorrow morning. So we'll still do some sorting because I'll probably need the distraction. So we'll be doing some sorting, but we might just chat today. I hope that's okay. It's Friday. Corporate BS is taking over, and I have complicated feelings about it. As I'm sure does old school quota. Just curious. You'll find out when you find out. Top 2 complaints, money and benefits. Corporate to the branch managers, squash this. Exactly, yeah. Why ask our opinion on stuff? I feel like the answer to most things are, you're not paying me enough. Like for the amount of work I do, things are rough. And it's like to just be like, get over it. Get over it is weird. I spent most of the day yesterday ripping about 150 CDs into your system. Holy cow, you have 22.9 gigabytes of music. That's not bad. That's not too big. 4,126 songs. Remember when they were saying like the iPod could carry 1,000 songs, and they were like, holy cow, you'd never need more than 1,000 songs. My iTunes is syncing now with my iPod Touch 32 gigabyte. Also got a box yesterday with Lego. I saw that, and I think I have another box today. That's awesome. That sounds like a great way to spend your day. I spent mine in the office, and a whole lot of stuff happened yesterday. Whole lot of stuff that I'm still processing through, but we'll get to it. We don't have to rush into it. How about you guys? First off, is everybody prepared for the winter storm? Everybody in the U.S., I hope you're prepared. It's going to hit just about everybody other than, I guess, like West Coast, you know? I hope you all are ready. I guess I'm as ready as we can be. We got groceries. We got, if the power goes out, I have a battery to keep things kind of going. Like, I think we'll be all right. You're going to get 20 inches. We're maybe going to get 2, which honestly, 2 inches is too small. It's too little snow. It's too little of snow. 20 inches is way too much. 2 is too small, too little, yeah. So here's what it's going to do. In fact, let's look at the weather. I'll look at the weather. I'm not going to show you where I live. Here, you guys want to see the snow on my house? All right, let's see. So it's expected to start sometime around 6 p.m. So right now in the great state of Texas, it's currently 50 degrees. It's going to be up to 52 today. And then let's see when it happens. It's starting to rain. It's already kind of started already. It's just rain, right? 55% chance of rain. It's going to rain all day. But even at noon, it's 49 degrees. We're still fine. We're still fine. Up till 5 o'clock, we're 43 degrees. 6 o'clock. Here's where it starts happening. 7 p.m., things start to kind of change. We dip below 40, and then we just skydive down. And by, let's see, by 7 a.m., we're 31 degrees. So we're at freezing point. Still raining. That's where it's going to turn into like the icy, slushy kind of stuff, right? Saturday, then, I don't think we have hourly settings on Saturday yet because it's still too early. But Saturday, the temperature is going to get down to about, 20? 24. With a high of 35. So that's where things are going to freeze, right? We're going to get a little bit of ice. Sunday, it's still going to be snowing and or sleeting / wintry mix. 17 degrees. So we're going to get a nice layer of ice. It's all going to freeze, and then it's going to snow on top of that. So it is going to be very icy. And that's a bad combo here in Texas. And then, yeah, Monday will be 12 with a high of 29. Tuesday will be 17 with a high of 44. Wednesday will be 27 with a high of 46, but no more rain. So hopefully once we hit those 40s, things will melt a little bit and like we won't have actual ice everywhere. But we might keep, the snow usually goes with the sun. As soon as the sun hits the snow, it's gone. So, we'll have like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That'll probably be like we're not going anywhere kind of days, You know what I mean? I got a mini Comic-Con on Saturday in Jersey Devil Country. Then hibernation with a staycation next week with comic books, video games, and tabletop gaming. That sounds amazing. Ursa's making a ham. Let's freaking go. Where's my hype? Do I even have it? Do I have a little hype on? That's not it. Why is it so low? Wow, why is that so low? That's music, sorry. This one's louder. Weird. Anyway, we're making ham. Let's just do that. Woohoo! Yeah, definitely more worried about the ice over here. Ice with a nice layer of snow over the top of it, most likely. This will be our one and only snow, most likely. We get about one a year. What are you gonna do making it through? What are you making to get you through the snow? Angels? Snow angels. Maybe crockpot chicken stew. I think Ashley's making some kind of chicken soup or something. I got a mini Comic-Con on Saturday. I already read that. South Jersey and the Barrens. I don't know what that means. Hi, Lars. Good morning. Good morning. Well, yeah, I hope everybody stays warm. I hope there's definitely places that are going to get it worse than we will. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry about that. Definitely places that will get it worse than we will. But, yeah, you remember what happened here in 21. So, our governor, the same governor who was here when that happened in 21, is saying there's nothing to worry about. And I tend to agree. We're not getting in the negatives. The negative temperatures is really what got us last time. I don't think we've ever had negative temperatures in Texas, at least not since I've been here. And Ashley says, not since she's been alive. I think it happened before, but, want to make some ice angels, right? That'll be us. We'll be like, hey, look at the beautiful snow. Maybe I'll capture a video of me doing that. It's like, look, guys, snow. And then I'll run out and then I'll get down on the ice and just try to do a snow angel and be like, look. And it's just going to be a sheet of solid ice. That'd be very funny. Crispy chickpeas. I like that. Are you using an air fryer or something or just the oven? Up West Sussex County Fairgrounds. Nice. We all know where Mercer's going to be. Yeah, air fryer. That's cool. Yeah. I tried making crispy black beans in my air fryer, and I think I rushed it and didn't do it right because they didn't come out that great. I think I might have ruined it. You grew up in Central Jersey? That's cool. Hazelnut squares, which is a Swedish thing. I love hazelnut. That sounds great. Ams, hi Ams. Well, guys, the gang's all here. I think it's probably time to talk. You might have noticed the stream title. It's time to tell you guys what went down yesterday because I'm feeling complicated about it. My wife said I'm having a very good attitude about it, but it's mostly because I haven't processed it yet. So the timing here is nothing short of hysterical and wonderful and so cool. So I went into a meeting yesterday. It was a giant meeting, which I didn't realize it'd be about 120, 130 people. Maybe 100. Somebody said 150. I would believe them. And we're launching this project that I'm going to be a fairly big part of, not like the main part, but a decent part of. And like my boss's boss like really wants me to be involved. And I've known this. I told you guys there's probably going to be some times here in the coming like weeks and months and or year where I'm going to have to be in the office, you know, for this project. That was to be expected. In fact, it might even be as early as next week, but we'll get to that. But anyway, this meeting was really good. It was really good. Like they had me before. They had me record ironically a video of just we were talking about like a New Year's resolution. So I gave him a New Year's resolution. You know, I fell in line there. And then like something I'm excited about with our project. And I am genuinely excited. There's some really cool stuff happening. And so I did that. And what I didn't realize though is that they were going to be putting me up on a giant screen in front of 150 plus people. I was like, I've never even streamed to that amount of people. I was like, this feels so weird. I was like, why does this feel so weird to see my giant face up here? I did it from this laptop over here. So I was facing this. So you see all like my lightsabers and stuff in the background. And I'm just like, oh gosh, I didn't realize that this is what you're going to use it for. I thought they were just going to like put it on the project website or something. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But then everybody afterwards came up and said, hey, that was really good. You did so great. And I'm like, yeah, I have a little bit of practice. I'm so quiet at work. I think sometimes people would be very surprised to see that I do this because I don't talk at work very much. I'm very quiet. Very quiet. You guys have family from there? Maybe you're related. Maybe. So it was great. It was great. It was good. It was good. I was on my, I don't know if I said this recently, but I actually upped my ADHD meds to 20 milligrams and it was doing wonders for me in that room. I was very comfortable with myself. I was very chill. I was able to talk to a bunch of people and like introduce myself and say hello. And like my anxiety was super low. I even talked to like my VP about something I've been meaning to talk to him about. And I just, without even really thinking, I just went up to him. I was like, hey, how about this? And he's like, hey, that's a great idea. Like, thank you so much for bringing it. You know, I was like, everything was going great. Everything was going well. I get back to my desk because I actually had some work to do. And I told one of my coworkers, like, hey, what do you think? Like, what do you think? And she's like, I don't know. Like, I think people are going to be pretty mad. I don't know what they're going to do. And I look at her and I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, they're not excited. And she's like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm immediately concerned. And she says, I'm talking about the email that our, I don't know, vice president of whatever has just sent out. And I said, I haven't read that. I saw something pop through, but I'm like, I'll read that later. And the email that was in question was something I've been waiting for. It's a shoe that has dropped that I've been waiting for a long time now. Been waiting for the shoe to drop ever since a day in March of 2020. I've been waiting for this. I've always kind of thought it could happen. I was surprised still to see it because I don't know. It was just weird timing. The timing was so weird. I had just been talking to a whole bunch of people I used to work with. So many people were there in that room that I've worked with throughout the years. So I knew so many people. And they're asking me, how often do you come into the office? I'm like, not often at all. Like, we'll probably be in more for this project, but not really like that much. So what is this email you say? Well, picking up off of what Old School Quarter was talking about falling in line. Guys, I am sad to say that I will be returning to the office in April. In April. I'll let that sink in for a second. Not full time. So here's the complicated part of it. Honestly, if they had just said come in every day, I would have been very sad. I would have been very there'd be a lot of mad people. But I kind of feel like we're like gearing up for something. So the email basically said starting in April, we will be required to be in the office 1 day a week. Not bad, right? That's not like off the bat. It's like, okay, I'm not that mad about it. In fact, I had just gotten off of this high from this meeting and I'm like, you know what? It'd probably be good for me in my career if I was here in the office more with people that I actually work with, you know? Like, I think generally it was good for me. Like, generally. However, like, that was the first part of it. The second part of it is then in the fall, I think he said like October, some time frame, they're going to be adding a second day in office. So there'll be 2 days in office, required, mandatory. As of right now, in April, my 1 day is going to be Thursday. So it'll be like yesterday. I think I can deal with that. I think I can handle that. I don't know when the other day will be. I'm hoping Tuesday. But if that's the case, we're going down to 3 streams a week. And even then, I'm having complicated feelings about, I'm getting complicated feelings about this, you know, I just don't know. I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. A part of me is like, if I have to do 2 days a week, just make me come in every day. 1 day I think is fine. But like, I think somebody else pointed out to me, if they did 1 day, that 1 day would just be people like just talking with each other. So it's like, they got to do 2 days so people will actually get work done. I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're not wrong. The Office, are you going to see Dwight, Jim, and Pam? I'm sure we'll have our own versions of them, right? You know what else would be good for your career? Getting paid for the job you're already doing. Yes, that would be great. Well, the problem is like with this project, man, like everything's changing. My boss is retiring in June. So I'll have a new boss at some point after that. I do like my director. I like her a lot. Like I'm very happy to see the direction she's pushing things in. And that's like kind of why I want to like stick with that. You have to go into the office by Old School Quarter. Bye. I feel for you, buddy. I feel for you. But I've been so spoiled, you know? And I hope you guys are okay. I'm just going to use this entire stream to process this because I'm trying to figure out like, and I know we got time. It's only January, but like April's going to be here like before you know it. And like, I don't know, it just made me start to think about things differently. And I was like, this is such BS timing because like I'm finally doing stuff on stream that I'm like, this is going really well. Like I like this a lot. Yeah, January is nearly over. Yeah, it's going to go fast. I mean, my birthday's in April, so as a nice little birthday treat, I get to go to the office. It's so complicated, though, because like I was in the office yesterday with my coworkers, with people I work with. We were talking, we were getting stuff done, like we were collaborating, and I'm like, you know what? It's not the end of the world, but it does make me like think about things, and I hate thinking about things. It really makes me think about the pre-work coffee hour. It really makes me think about that. 3 days a week, you know, in the fall, I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I'll probably feel differently about it come the time to actually do it. But what, says Bebo? You're surprised? You're surprised? Yeah. Go. Did Bebo go deaf? No, I don't think so. I think he's reacting to my thought of. It's like, okay, we're gonna get really dramatic here, and I understand this is still fresh. Did I say hello to Aaron the Gamer? I hope so. Aaron the Gamer, thank you for clocking in 4 minutes ago, and I think I said hi to Ams too, because Ams had good timing showing up right when she did. Let me clear those. You got delayed stream reacting to the office news, yeah. I was just sitting there thinking, like, driving on the way home, like trying to process it a little bit. I was like, who am I without the pre-work coffee hour? I'm not saying I'm stopping it. That's not what I'm saying. But I am it does make me rethink things. And I always said, like, I think I told Spooky this not too long ago. I said, the moment they make us go back in office, I'm done. Like, I was like, my streaming career is done. It's over. And I'm being a little dramatic, but when I think about having time to do this, like, I don't have, as they say, the spoons in the evening. You should have seen when I got home yesterday. After work yesterday, I got home, I was wiped out. Absolute. I had a good day. I had a good day at work. I got a lot done. I had a lot of good conversations. Like, this presentation in front of 150 people. Thank God I didn't have to be on stage, but like, I got mentioned from the stage several times, and I'm like, and people like in there were like looking over at me like, good job, and I'm like, oh. So I don't know. Like, I just, yeah, all the spoons get melted for me at night. It's just not good. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. What did I tell Ashley? Hang on. I texted her something. I said like, what did I say when I told her? She said, are you cool with it or no? I said, I'm feeling fine about it. I do think, it might eventually change things for me career wise. And it kind of makes me rethink morning streams. I don't know what to do about that, you know? And then I was like, I got something to do. I'll be back, you know? Anyway, like, and that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I don't really know what to do with this information, you know? I don't know what to do with this information, guys. So, I mean, but we have time. Like, it's January. This is going to happen in April, but I'm feeling like it's happening now. A part of me, when they announce something like this, I'm more of the person that's like, why wait? Why wait till April? Why wait till fall? Do it now. But I guess people are going to have to make some changes. And I'm so glad that I didn't, I don't know if I ever told you guys this story. We almost moved. This had been probably a year ago. We almost made a move, which would have put me about an hour or so out from work, kind of in the country a little bit. Almost moved to this place that had like a mother-in-law cabin on it. It was a little expensive. I wasn't feeling great about it. You know, I talked to my money guy, and he's like, you can do it. But it's probably going to be a little tight, you know? So he was like, you can do it, but things will be pretty tight. And I'm like, things are already tight right now. What do I do if my banker's telling me things are going to be tight? You know, that doesn't seem nice. But yeah, we went and saw the place and just did not get a good sense of it. Didn't like it at all. Like, the mother-in-law suite thing was amazing. It was like a cabin down by a pond, which 100% would have flooded, by the way, which is one of the reasons why we didn't do it. It was way too close. It had just rained recently. And not even that much. We've gotten bigger rains than that in the spring. And the yard was just flooded with water. And I'm like, this is going to be a problem. He's like, oh yeah, well, you could get some irrigation put in here. You know, you could hire somebody to do that. I'm like, you're just saying this to me. You're saying this. And it's like, and I don't have enough of this. I don't have enough of it. So yeah. Very glad that I didn't do that. Cause I thought, yeah, I mean, maybe they'll have us come in one day a week, but like, it probably won't be more than that. And now it's like, we're going straight to 2. Like, they're not even just going to say, let's try out 1 day a week and go from there. They're like, no, we're doing 2. And it's just like, that is just, it feels like more of a writing on the wall situation that they're probably trying to downsize with, by, you know, making people quiet quit for the people who've moved that far out. Yeah, you can just pay more to fix it. And I'm like, I'm already maxed out. My banker's like, you could make this happen, but it's going to be tight. And I'm like, and then you're telling me also pay this. I'm like, let's not do that, you know? So yeah, I just, I'm very happy that we didn't make that decision. And that decision was kind of more for my mother-in-law. Cause like, I think at some point she's definitely going to need to live with us, but I think she's still got some time on her own and she wants to have her own space, right? We want her to have her own space. So like having a detached or at least like a private living space for her is very important and almost impossible to do here, given what we earn, and what things cost here. So, corporations that didn't downsize their office space never intended for people to be hybrid forever. Well, so we did, Urza. We leased out our entire second building. Is this too doxy to tell you who we leased it out to? Let's just say we have 2 buildings, pretty big buildings with like multiple floors. Just saying, I'm not trying to brag, but it's a pretty big deal. I work for a very big company, and the company that leased out office space is way bigger than us, but they needed more office space because they were bringing all their people back into the office. So we actually have leased out that building to a very big company that I promise you know, but I guess I don't need to say, but I promise you know them. But yeah, so like we leased out that whole space. So there's not enough space in our building to bring everybody back. There's just not. We've also grown since COVID. So it's like, even if they took those buildings back, I still don't think there are, you know. They learned from the other big company to tighten the yoke. Yeah, I think that's that's probably what's going, because they gave us the standard boilerplate of like collaboration and you know, just being, you know, communication person to person is so important, even though they always told us that as long as the financials are good, we'll continue to work how we're working. Why change it if it's working? Now, did they tell us, hey guys, financials are looking really bad, we need you back in the office? No, that's not what they said. They said it's about collaborate. They gave us the same BS. And I don't know why I thought my multi-trillion dollar company was different. We're not like the other corporations, you know? Acetaminophen will cause scarring of the above. Do not go down that rabbit hole, Bebo. Are you alternating days with others? Yeah, so like people underneath a certain VP umbrella will have this day. Ours will be Thursday. And that's pretty much everybody I work with. Like everybody I would have a reason to like see. And then like other VPs, people will have a different day. So, yeah. So that's how they'll keep like capacity, hopefully decent, you know? But and one of the reasons why I've kind of kept on to this job for so long is just like, I feel fairly secure in it. You know, we haven't done massive downsizing. If anything, we're actually going to increase our headcount here pretty soon, unless there's a lot of people who are about to leave the company. But when I look around, I don't see other companies offering what we had, right? I see other companies making you come into the office too. So I'm like, okay, you know, if I tried to go somewhere else, I'm not going to get what I have here. I'm going to have to be in the office anyway. So I'm kind of like, that's kind of a wash to me. It's like, whatever, I'll just do it, you know? And then I see this whole news headline of a company that I won't say the company just in case, because yeah, there was a company I was kind of eyeballing for a little while of like, I could probably work there. I know someone who works there. They're laying off 9% of their workforce. So, you know, 9%. I think it was like 1,200 jobs or something like that. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with that? I can't believe Lego would do that. It actually was not Lego. It was a different company. Lego's the pipe dream, you know? But yeah, no, this is a different company that I'm not like incredibly passionate about, but I'm like, I guess some of my skills would be transferable, you know? I know. I wish, Lars. But yeah, I just kind of like, I'm at the point where I just like, what do I do? It's so weird because I felt very like good after that meeting. And then I went from feeling very good about things to feeling very unsure about things within, you talk about whiplash, you know? And then of course I had the whole it's all over, it's all done. Who am I? The pre-work coffee hour is over. It has an expiration date now, you know, like that whole thing, which it doesn't necessarily mean that. Now in the light of day, I'm like, well, I mean, it is going to make things a little harder. I hate having like, I like just waking up in the morning and I know if it's a weekday, I know I'm here. Like, I like that. I hate waking up in the morning and saying, what day is it? All right, it's Thursday. Oh, shoot. I better get up now and go to work, you know? And then I think about like how, like career-wise, honestly, is probably going to be the best thing for me to happen in a while. Career-wise, you know? But like my sanity-wise and stream-wise is probably the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Bedtime stories with Non. Yeah. I mean, after hours, I guess is what, but man, I don't know. I get so fried in the evenings. You guys don't understand. I get so fried and I'm so like, I just want to go to bed at 9 o'clock. I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night and I slept great, you know? I mean, there's a reason why when I was doing evening streams and working at the same time that I almost quit. You know? Sorry, one sec. Yeah, some of you who have been around probably remember that era where I was, if I hadn't started doing the pre-work coffee hour, I would just not be doing anything right now, which is sad, you know? Yeah, changing structure sucks. It's, I don't know. Oh gosh, I feel so I feel so torn about it because like, yeah, like personally, it feels like it sucks. In another view, though, I'm if I leave early, I'm 15 minutes from work. It's not that bad of a commute. It's pretty decent. People definitely have it worse. I'm in a good area for that. But also, like, I kind of wanted to move away from this area. Even if we stayed in Texas, like, I want a bigger, I'd like to have a bigger place, you know? But again, for, you know, mother-in-law and whatnot. I don't know. I am just really like, it makes me rethink everything. Every time I go off the screen here, I'm just crying, by the way. I'm just, I'm not picking out new Lego to sort. I'm crying. Everyone tank productivity well in the office. Yeah. Listen, okay. I have ADHD. Not everybody does. Did you guys know this about me, that I have have I talked about this enough? To be completely honest with you, I work better. I got a lot done yesterday. One of my old teams was, I was sitting at a desk and there's this conference room right to the right of me. And it was they all have glass, like clear glass, right? So people aren't doing anything weird in the conference rooms. And so they're like right by me. And I'm, of course, self-conscious because people are like right there. And when I tell you how productive, how much work I got done in that like hour or two stretch, because I was like, people are here and they're watching, not like watching me, but I'm being perceived. I got so much work done. It was sort of like the body doubling thing, right? Where it's like just with somebody there, so that's me. That's me. This is why I'm so double-minded about this, because I'm like, I don't feel mad about it, but I totally get why people would feel mad about it, especially the people who have moved further away. Because like we were told one thing, we were told as long as the company continues to do well, we'll keep doing this. And then all of a sudden, there had not been any rumors. There had not been, I'm sure there's rumors I didn't know about, but there had not been any indication that like, hey guys, we're rethinking this, but there'll be more to come. It was literally just an email in the middle of a day. And I was just like, what happened? What happened? You know, I was the same when I had to go in. I got a lot done in a shorter time because I was hunched over, didn't take pee breaks, and my eye rolling out of my head when I left. Yeah. Working in the office is good for that, but you miss being right at home too. Absolutely. I mean, because of this work from home stuff, I got to see my son take his first steps. Literally. Like I was here for his babies, for like a lot of his like big milestones. I'm here like when he does school, and like I get to hear him out there like reading and learning and laughing and playing, and like Ashley I was at the office yesterday. Ashley sent me the video and she posted a picture of him swinging by himself, which I usually have to push him, but since I wasn't here, he's like, I'm going to try this. And he just starts pedaling himself, you know? And it's like, that's the kind of stuff I'll miss, but also like, I'm so distracted here. And this is mostly my fault, right? Because there are so many things to distract me here. And even though there's people and there's conversations and there's like meetings and stuff like that, I just feel more like I personally, this is not everybody, but I do feel more productive in the office. Persephone, hello. Thank you for clocking in here. It's so good to see you. Hope the kids weren't late for the bus. You're probably going to get some of the snow, right? Because of this work from home, I get to drive the teenagers to school practically every day. They can afford to miss the bus, you know? They can afford, they're spoiled. And I think there's a lot of people who do that, you know? I've had to start working from home this week and I'm struggling with that. So many distractions. I think for some people, it's fine. They're able to manage through it. They're able to set up their space in a certain way. For me, there's so much cool in here. There's so much cool in here that it's really hard. It is really hard. But like when I go to work and I have a focus room, or like even I just have a plain old white desk and it's an uplift desk. So like it stands, we have good equipment. We have very comfortable chairs. Like they have an amazing cafe that has an entire salad bar, probably some of the best like salad food you could ever have. They have a whole hot, but like they're really like, if I'm going to go into an office, this is a great environment to go into. It really is. However, it's really the stream that's getting me. It's really I have been so incredibly consistent that it kills me to think that one day I'll have to be like, hey guys, I'm going to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but not Tuesday, Thursday. Like, and that's fine if I told my boss, I was like, please, for the love of God, like make this consistent. I do not want this changing up I pick a day. I don't care what day you pick. Pick the day and stick to it. I'm a creature of habit. I need to have it. I should tug on those heartstrings. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So like I love working from home because one, it gives me the ability to do this, but working from home I think I'd actually prefer to work in the office, but this gives me this ability to like, you know, to be present here. And I know not everybody has those same feelings about working from home and distractions and whatnot. This is totally a me thing. It might take me a bit longer, but I get my work done in a better environment. I get more breaks. That's true. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like Mute, it's really hard sometimes to, you know, I've got endless amounts of like things I could be doing in here, and you know, having the Lego right over here, like this is my work computer right here, right? Like this laptop here. So like if I'm sitting here working on something and I look over here and I see I could sort a couple of bricks right now, and that's fine. Like, you know, I do that occasionally, but, or, you know, a video game or a YouTube video, or, you know, there's just so many options for me that I really have to push myself to like, okay, focus. And, you know, the Adderall helps. That helps. I don't know. I could see myself turning into a corporate machine with in-office structure with Adderall. Like I am going to be, ooh. So like, this is a side of me that's very excited about it because I feel like I thrive in the structure. I was in the best shape of my life when I was in the office. I was eating the best I've ever been because I have healthy access to food there. I never had to worry about bringing a lunch. It's like I knew there was going to be something healthy for me to eat there. Socialization is good for me, even though I'm bad at it sometimes. Like for me, that structure was so good. I was honestly in the best era of my life, 2017 to 2019 ish, you know? Yeah, it was, I mean, so I don't know. And I attribute that a lot to like my job, you know, being, giving us opportunities to like better ourselves, even though we're in the, and this is pre-COVID. So like nobody talked about working from home full time, you know? You were working from the office every day until last week. There were times that I really wanted to work from home before, and now that it's happened, I'm like, focus. Yeah. It's maybe I'm trying to cope and I'm trying to make it better, sound better, just because I know it's now inevitable. But I don't know. It's what do you guys think? I want to hear from you. Let me hear from you guys. The other thing about it is I was telling you about this project that we're working on. Next week is going to be pretty intense. We have some project stuff to do. I think my boss's boss is going to want me in the office for them. And as of right now, I don't have the dates. I'll try to update you guys on the weekend. It might be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And the funny thing about Thursday, and just the timing of this whole thing is horrible. I have jury duty on Thursday. Again. So last time it was my city that called and I didn't get selected. This time it's the county. So I have to go all the way down to downtown Fort Worth in order to appear for the summons. I'm really hoping that they cancel it because this is absolutely the worst possible week for them to do this. It is the worst week they could have ever picked. And I'm really hoping I get the email here in a couple days that says, forget it, don't worry about it. But I'm just not looking forward to this week. So on top of all that stuff we just talked about, next week is probably going to be a weird stream week. If at all, honestly, like, I don't know yet. I'll probably be here Monday. It's like, I'll be here Monday and then maybe Friday. And it's like, that's it. And I do such short streams as it is that I really have this feeling of like, that's how things are going to be for a while. That really makes me think about things, you know? Yeah, it's just going to downtown Fort Worth sucks, you know? Yeah. Take some confidence, but if you want to get out of jury duty, you just literally say you won't and can't be unbiased if you can't do it. That's true. You are right. There are definitely ways that I can get out of it. I would tell you I would feel very guilty doing that because I'm a little bit of a goody two shoes. And the thing is like I'd want to do jury duty. I want to. Like this is just the absolutely worst possible time for it to happen, you know? Like so like I really would feel bad trying to purposely get out of it. But it's just the absolute worst week. And it's like by the time I do it though and leave to go there, it's like whatever. I don't even want to drive down there, you know. You told the lawyers I trust cops. Yep, believe everything they say, and I was called to the jury box. Well, because like depending on who's picking, they get to all pick, right? So if the defendant's like, you know, the defendant's a cop, they'll be like pick her, you know. I'll just be as truthful as I can. And if they pick me, fine. It's just the worst week. It's just the worst week. I can't believe you said that though, Ursa. Somebody clip Ursa saying that. Put it in the quotes. It's just like we're starting this project. I'm obviously not a big part, but I'm obviously a part of this. Like my name's up there, my face is up there. I'm getting called out from the I'm getting called out as like, oh yeah, hey, as Aaron said this, you know, and I'm like, holy cow, this is happening. And then it's like, okay, well, the week that we're starting some of this training, you need to be in jury duty. And I'm just like, God, just horrible timing, you know? My boss at the time had a son in the police, and I told them that too. I said, I'm very biased towards cops. Of course, it was all a filthy lie. Sure. Yeah, I believe cops, not body cam footage. It's like, I want to be involved. I'm a believer in our judicial system when it works, you know, but, and it works because people participate in it. Right. But like, could you just not right now? Anything else? You're very confident sounding. Maybe that's why they picked you though. They're like, this person, even if they believe that, they at least are, you know, have their own set of morals, you know. I don't know. I'm not going to fault anybody for trying to get out of jury duty if it's not a convenient time, but I don't know. You never had it, but I think I just say that my dad is a lawyer and I'll be out. And it's true. Okay, good. Yeah, because I feel like I don't want to perjure myself, you know. Something like I trust cops is probably harder for them to prove, but saying your dad's a lawyer, they'll be like looking you up and be like, what's his name? Like, what's his bar association number? I don't know. Do they get a number? You tell me. Your dad's a lawyer. I don't know. Probably get you on jury, yeah. Nowadays it would. Nowadays it would definitely, if you said, never mind. Never mind. You never heard of a number? I don't know if they had like a bar association number or something, you know, like a badge number. What's your badge number? I get kicked out when I said I work for a small newspaper company. Oh, okay. So they're like, oh, you're the media. I knew it, Ursa. You're the freaking lame stream media over here. Oops. Lame stream fake news. Well, at least that would be honest, right? You know, that'd be honest. It is very funny to me, though, when I was telling people at work that, like, oh, I have jury duty coming up. I did get a lot of, you are the liberal agenda. Exactly. I did get a lot of advice, similar advice to, like, what you guys are saying. Like, oh, just say this and you'll get out of it. Or just say this and you'll get out of it. And like it's very funny because one person told me, I just tell them that I believe in the death penalty, and they were like, goodbye. And I'm like, okay, I don't think that's necessarily, depending on the situation, going to disqualify you in some scenarios. You know, if they're looking for people who want the death penalty, then they'll, you know. And like, I don't know, and like all of the advice people from work gave me, it was like, I don't know if that's really gonna work, buddy. Like, I don't know. That just seems like my dad used to say, bless his heart, he used to say, I'd go in carrying my Bible. I don't know why I remember him saying this so much, but carrying my Bible and telling them I believe in, you know, the Bible and God, and they'll be like, goodbye, because we are atheists. We are the left and we are atheists. So, but like, you can't tell me that in the culture we're in now, you bring a Bible in, especially here in Texas, that they wouldn't freaking eat that up and be like, that's beautiful, wonderful. Like, they would stand and applaud. So it's so weird. The view that we had growing up was that the Christians were the minority, right? That nobody in up and down the judicial system, they're all corrupt liberals. They're all bad. And it's like, and that just turned out to not be true. We controlled everything and still do, you know? I say we, but you know what I mean. My poor girlfriend had to go to jury duty, even though she said she had no children at the time. They didn't care. Even though she said, no childcare. Yeah, that's something on the list here that actually, if you put in, you can, I noticed though, if you put that in, they'll be like, they say list out any family members you have that could potentially watch your child and what their schedule is. And so like, I would have to sit there and list out like Ashley, which, you know, and then my mother-in-law, and then like anybody else who could have possibly like watched them, and then be like, okay, then they'll dismiss you. But it's like, I'm not jumping through those hoops. The defendant's lawyer will dismiss you then? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's like, by the time I drive all the way over there and get, like, Thursday's an important day at work. So it's like, by the time I drive all the way over there, I'm like, okay, you might as well select me. I don't know, you know. Doesn't matter their religion, but you are less likely to get picked if you are religious, because if one person isn't and the other is and the other isn't, you could potentially be biased. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I get why that might have worked in certain scenarios, but the way that he positioned it was like, it wasn't that the optics of the case were such that a super religious person would be too biased. So let's at least not pick the entire jury to be, you know, one religion versus the other. It was that it's all corrupt. And I mean, you know, sometimes it is. It was everything in the whole judicial system was all full of atheist liberals who don't like God. And it's like, I don't believe that's true. You know, my short time in the box taught me that there's a lot of biases in picking jury members. Sure. Yeah. See, I feel like I'd make a good jury member. Like, this is the thing. I feel like I would be good at it, and I'm interested in it. And I'm very interested in like participating in the process. Just not right now. Later, not this week. Next week? Maybe? Like, could we not right now? Like, anyway. I'm just going to grab a handful instead of picking through. Let's see what we get. Let's grab a claw full. We'll just throw back what I don't want to sort right now. I got a couple hits. Well, dang, IT. It's me, IRL, right now. Okay, code. Anyway, yeah. I would probably, I like to consider myself a fairly unbiased person. I have my own biases. Everybody does. I'd be a liar if I said I didn't, but like, I like to give people benefit of the doubt. I do think I'd make a good juror, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's too braggy. This is why I'd make a good juror, because I'm too hard on myself. I don't give myself credit for anything, you know? Well, anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Nothing's probably going to change right now. Next week is probably going to be weird. Next few weeks might be a little weird. And that's like what I'm a little afraid of, is that I'm going to get so frustrated about the, like, I'll stream this day, but not this day. And then this day, but not this one. And then next week it'll be different from that. That is going to be so frustrating to me. And I'd love to be here with you guys when I can. But you know me and my personality, I'm an all or nothing kind of guy, you know? I tend to think in absolutes. So like them taking one day away from me is like really tempting to me to just say, screw it, forget it. I'm done. I'm done with this. But I am in a weird, like, I don't know. It'll be good for me career wise, guys. Like in that, but you got to go at 8. That's completely fine. Thank you so much for being here. We're here. Let's say we're here most mornings. We've been here Monday through Friday since, freaking who knows when. Thank you, Dawson, for the follow. Appreciate that. But the future is a little uncertain now because they're calling me back into the office. So, but I'll be here when I can. I appreciate it. I don't know. What do you think, Ursa? East Coast represent. Must be nice. Must be nice if it's almost 8. Yeah, this is a really good East Coast stream, huh? East Coast and Central, and then maybe some European countries. It's a good time. Oh man, what timing? As I'm just finally kind of being like, this is what I'm gonna lean into. Excuse me, on the stream. This is gonna be my thing, and then they throw this curveball at me that I really just. I've always said I expect them to do this. I expect them to do this eventually. But I don't know, something about it actually being here, and it just wasn't when I was just not expecting it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm processing it now. What should I do, Ursa? Tell me what to do. And don't say quit. and yeah, I don't know. It makes me really think, like, I had thought for a while, like, maybe I should change companies. But, like, I always used, like, well, this work from home is really nice. And now I'm using, like, well, but almost every other company is making people come in, too. So it's like, I don't want to jump ship for that and then end up in a spot that then ends up being, in, like, a year, I get laid off, Like, that's... I'm set up kind of good here for the future, but also I don't want to live in Texas, and this really locks me down to Texas for sure. This locks it down. I have to I have to leave this company if I want to leave the state, and that is intensely scary because I just don't believe that. I thought I had one for these, but I guess I didn't. I just don't believe that any other company is going to be any better, and that I'm going to feel any safer anywhere else, Q, fine? What were you going to say? Q? All these flat ones over here. I guess I should start one with snot stuff, huh? I don't know. I don't have a lot yet. Hold on. Put all the slopes in there. Over here. I'm out of coffee. So somebody tell me what to do. My only hope now. I'm just kidding. I'm not even gonna say it because it's too far fetched and puts too much pressure on other people. So, Cough, as your friend and mod, you go with the flow and see how it works for a couple weeks. Make sure to keep your job feelers out there. Gonna say quit. Yeah, Ursa was definitely gonna say quit. We have this joke around here where anytime somebody complains about their job, somebody says quit ? And I was like, yeah. As for streams, you'll know we'll be here when you go live no matter what. That's true. And I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I do not have hope on the job front. I do not have a lot of hope on that. I am not that's why it's such a good spot where I am now. Like career wise, I'm in such a great spot to like ride this thing to any type of retirement I might actually have. Like, I'm at that age where I gotta think about that stuff, you know? Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna change like right now. Next week might be a little weird, but like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna like pull the plug on anything right now, but I needed to like talk about it, you know? I needed to process my feelings and understand that I have been very fortunate to have done this for as long as I have. Like, so many people have not had the same, but I really kind of thought we were different. I thought that, you know, we weren't like the other companies, but it turns out, you know, ask for a raise, that everybody should get a pay bump. You're absolutely right, but they won't. Vehicle wear and tear, yeah, something to consider, especially for the people with a long commute now. Ooh, that's the people I feel bad for. I'm sure today, so they jumped that email out and a bunch of people. Wow, hang on. And a bunch of people in the office were talking, but I haven't talked to a lot of. I was messaging some of my coworkers, but they're also having a meeting today. So my VP is having a meeting today, and you can tell it's a damage control meeting, where he's like, "Let's talk about this," you know. And I'm like, and he's gonna fall in line, obviously. I mean, he has to, whether he likes it or not. But as everybody does, because we all want to keep our jobs, you know. And like, unfortunately, jobs are so incredibly important, especially nowadays, you know, to live, to survive, because there's no safety net. There's no safety net out there for anybody. So you better, keep your jobs, people, if you can. If you can. Keep your jobs. What is in my throat? Good Lord, that was so sudden. Just a giant wad of phlegm. I'm so sorry. Such a phlegmy guy. Yeah, keep your jobs if you can, guys. Hopefully things will turn around, but keep your jobs. Keep your jobs. Gosh, I can't get this out of my throat. Well, this weekend should be kind of a nice weekend, though, huh? Like, you know, if we all kind of hunker down, stay safe. Please don't try to go anywhere if you don't need to. We need it, you know. That's why, while it's terrifying to own this company, it's rewarding to know I don't answer to anyone but the three of us partners. That's pretty cool. We can decide what we do, how we do it, and we can adjust products to keep up with economic times. Can you hire me? I did not know that you were a part owner in this company. I thought you were an employee. Yeah, definitely praying for no power outages, for sure. Keep people warm and safe. Hello, Ghost. Good morning. Hey, guess what, Ghost? Not to rehash the whole thing, but my company is going back in person. 1 day a week starting in April, 2 days a week starting in the fall. Fun, huh? Wish you could hire someone to help me. I would so work for you. I would work for Ursa in a heartbeat. Could you imagine how fun that would be? You didn't know Ursa is basically like on Billions? I did not know that she was a billionaire. I mean, eat the rich. That's what they say. Oh, but all of a sudden, not when it's on one of our friends. I'm kidding. This is a thing about, let's not get into that right now. Let's not do that right now. You finished the cookies, but the chickpeas are not getting crispy. That's the problem I had with the beans too. They just weren't crispifying, and then they just burned, and then they weren't like crispy. They were just kind of like burnt beans. I don't know. They're even popping, huh? Maybe just a little more time, I guess. I don't know. Add a minus sign to that and it's accurate. Oh, okay. So just millions. Cool. It's not too bad. There were stores and companies that were like 1 day a week and each month until full. Yeah, I mean, it could be worse. And yeah, we were just talking about how horrible the job market is because a company I was looking at, not Lego, but a company I was looking at, is laying off people like right now. So I'm like, poor Sortie going in full time without a transition. Yeah, definitely could have been worse. For sure. They just really got it. The first person I texted when that happened outside of my wife, texted my wife first. Okay. But then I texted Spooky and I was like, guess what? Oh, wait, it was really funny what he said too. Hang on. I'm not gonna dox the messages, but it was very funny. Let's see. He said it blows chunks, which he just said those bastards. That was his first day. Those bastards. I was like, so true. Yeah, it's like the job market's garbage. I'm set up on like this project that like is really going to be like good for my career. So it's like it's such a complicated feeling, Ghost, because the act of going into the office, I'm not mad about. The act of going into the office, I think actually is going to be good for me. I don't want to miss stream days though. And I hate going down to like 3 streams a week, but like, I guess I'll have to, but even then it's like, I don't know. It makes me have complicated feelings. I am a business systems analyst. Hold on. I am a senior business systems analyst. I don't do it for the applause. I don't do it for the applause, guys. But it's nice. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yeah. Anyway, well, you don't need to be in the office for that title. I mean, nobody in our company we have proven needs. Will they get crispier as a gold? They'll effing have to. Oh no. I hope so. And maybe though, as they cool and like dry out, they might more. But did you properly threaten them? Listen here. Start yelling at them. I'm gonna have a picture of you yelling at your beans. Sorry, your chickpeas, not beans. Your peas. I can't get this separated. I've been trying to separate this little piece here. Oh well. You know what? I'm just gonna throw it in there. Screw it. Move on. Anyway, yeah, like such a complicated feeling about it, Ghost, because like I also think companies sometimes do this to kind of weed out some people. Who instead of having an actual layoff. So I'm fearful that this is just kind of if there are layoffs, I'm trying not to worry about that. I'm screwed. So yeah. Did you drain them of all their pee before frying? I think that's probably the problem I had with the beans is like, I don't think I like properly rinsed and let them dry before. Cause I kind of thought like if they were wet, like that might help. I don't know why I thought that. So I'll try the beans again someday, but I'll try the bean again one day. Hi, Coleman T16. Colement 16. How's it going, man? What is that piece? That is a weird piece. Okay. All right. I think the rest of these we're going to be sorting some other time. Ah, dang it. I knew. Dang it. As soon as I said it, I was like, somebody's going to take that the wrong way. Sure enough. One of these days. Lord willing. All right. Lord willing. Is that a Jedi Starfighter wing I see? Yeah, right here. Yeah. I think I have the cockpit in here too. Here you go. Can you name which one it is? Whose Jedi Starfighter is it based on this? I should build this. I didn't ever have this set. This is from that collection that I inherited. I should build this. Should try that with the job. Get HR and ask to what? Wait. That'll be Obi-Wan's? I think so. I think it is. Yeah, because it's red. His would be Anakin had like the yellow, right? Yellow and gray. Anyway. I was kind of wondering why I decided to change. So, sorry if I have a little pity party here. I just figured, like, you know what? I'm going to reinvent the streams. I'm going to have a brand new start. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. I'm going to get so much sorting done. I'm going to be able to do my own building again. And then this drops. And I'm like, now I don't know what I'm going to do. You prefer the Aether Sprite ones, the ones from like episode 2, right? I prefer the episode 2 Jedi Starfighter as well. You know, is Bebo being racist or is that a numerical joke? Let me see where is it? What did he say? Oh, try typing in Arab. Yeah, did he mean like Arabic numbers? Can you guys know? Do you guys know in the now communist socialist New York City, they're teaching Arabic numbers? They're teaching the children Arabic numbers.
It's Chuck Norris's water.
Can you believe that?
Roundhouse
Arabic
kick of
numerals.
hydration.
We need to fight. We need to fight this injustice. It'll be okay. It will. Your schedule will shift slightly, but as long as they keep it consistent, it'll be okay. That's, I guess, probably one of my worries. Thanks, Coleman. That's one of my worries. Yeah. I just was like, oh, with every day, like doing this like every weekday, I'll be able to get through the sorting like super quick, right? 2, once I do that sorting, I'll be able to build my own stuff, and like I'll have so much time to like dig into like what are the things I want to build, you know? And I don't know what my time's gonna be like, you know? Do I just go back to gaming streams now because they're easier? I'm crying. I'm dying over here. I will admit, it is easier to set up a gaming stream where it's like, okay, we're playing through this game. I'm just going to get on, boot up that game, and just play that game. You know? Can you believe how woke we become with He-Man? He gets he, him pronouns. I think the joke on that, I know you know this, but the joke on that is that he's working a boring corporate job that required him to put his pronouns on his plate. I think that's the joke, you know? So it's weird that people are like mad about that, because it's like, I think that's the joke, is that he's working in an insipid workplace that like requires that of you, you know? And it's like, it shouldn't be a requirement. It should just be, if people want to do it, they can do it, you know? And out of respect, you should use the ones that people want you to use, you know? But no, it's not that. It's always woke. It's always woke with you, Coleman. What the heck, man? It's always, he's so woke. Coleman's the most woke person I know. And I love it. Make a streaming setup at your desk. As soon as you clock in, pour out Lego on your desk and say, what's up, guys? As soon as I clock in. Oh, at the office? That's funny. That's funny. We're going mobile. We're doing IRL streams at work. That is totally going to get me fired. 100%. 100%. Mamdani should be on a plane. The name is Mamdani. To Florida for a surprise family vacation to a totally unrelated winter event. Yeah, like our governor is, our senator has fled the state again, guys, because he can't handle a little bit of cold. If woke is liking the same stacks, then I'd be awake as hell, boy. The name is Mamdani, Mamdani. Yeah. I'm waiting for the footage of Mamdani shoveling snow next to the city workers because you know it's coming. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Good PR. Oh, I did find. Hey, look, guys. I found a green brick separator. Forest green brick separator. I don't remember what set this was from, but cool, huh? A little different than some of the orange and or the like teal. The teal. All right. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just in my feels about it right now. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. The temptation to just all or nothing. This is heavy. It's weighing heavy on me. But I won't. Yeah, I don't know. Career, you know, it's just so hard to like balance like 34. Baby. And look, and then I got a 34 month here with Lutz Magoots. Thank you so much, Lutz Magoots. Cancel it now. It's all over. We're done here. We're packing it up. I'm just feeling sorry for myself. Yeah. You need more sleep, but Coral Island got me staying up too late. Is Coral Island any good? Why does it sound like I said Coral Island? Don't tell her that. She's going to change her Discord name to Coral Island. Especially if Coleman's up late playing. Did you hear that too? I heard it as soon as I was like, wait, did I just say Coral Island? Coleman always staying up late playing with Coral Island. Gosh. Spooky Deer. Oh, speaking of, hi, Spooky Deer. Hi, buddy. Hope you're ready for weather because it's reaching your area. Yeah, Lutz Magoots, are you prepared? I want you to guess. It is -6 right now. Am I right? Hold on. Do I have yours? No, I do have Indianapolis saved. It is 10 degrees in Indy right now. I don't have your area saved, though. Coleman was accurate. Cold. Nice. Nailed it. Good job, buddy. Ready as I can be, I guess. The grocery store was ridiculous last night. Yeah. I'm picturing bread, milk, and eggs just being tossed around the store in a frenzy. Yeah. You're hoping the grocery store can be filled. Yeah. Your feels like is -9 currently. Ooh. You're -20, but it feels like -39. So at what point, Spooky, will your office be like, don't come in today? Like, is that a thing? They're like, hey, guys, we're working from home today. Hey, speaking of working from home, Lutz Magoots. We got an email yesterday telling us we're returning to the office. 1 day a week in April, starting in April, 2 days a week starting this fall. Just in case you missed the announcement. Yeah, we got just an email in the middle of the day yesterday with the typical BS of like, we need to collaborate in person and all that good work happens in person, from the same people who told us like not that long ago that like, oh, everything's going great and like we're able to get our work done, like doing this hybrid or doing this like, you know, mainly in at home work, like everything's going so well. And it's like, and then these same people now turn around and they're like, it doesn't work. And it's like somebody got to it, you know. I'm not working today since the state is doing a general strike. Oh, nice. In protest of ICE, and people are actually uniting and making it happen. That's so cool. Well, nice. A day off in -20 degrees. Are you going to go to any of the protests? I heard Coral Island is pretty hot. Is it really? Does it have hot people in it? I needed to go shopping last night, but it was too cold and I was too lazy. Same. Yeah, like there was like a couple of things where like we could probably use these. And then I was like, I don't want to go any. But I might go on my lunch break today just to get a couple of things. We have like the basics. It's mainly like extra stuff that we're like, it'd be nice to have that. Yeah, I don't know, man. It'll be fine once everything kind of like settles down. It's just going to be a very chaotic couple of months. I just think about how chaotic work is about to get, and it's really That's really dragging me down when I think about like just how much effort and time and brain power I'm gonna have to put in. You know, you should protest with a 12-hour stream. Man, not a bad idea. All proceeds can go to like a local chapter or something, or to you. Why do they decide October was the month for twice a week? Is there going to be more work? I don't know. I mean, I think because they wanted 2 days, they wanted us in 2 days a week. But they didn't want to just go from nothing to 2 days. I think that's it. They wanted people to have some time to adjust and not be mad at them. Yeah. Are you looking forward to all the social media footage of people breaking ice? Are you one of those icebreakers? I got an icebreaker for you right here. Wait. The next time I'm in the office and they say, let's do an icebreaker, guys, I'll be like, I got your icebreaker right here. And I have tattooed on my knuckles, F ice, like right here. I'll be like, here's my icebreaker. I'm kidding. We're not violent. They're the ones who are violent. But, you know, never mind. Don't get myself in trouble. Don't get in trouble, Nonder. If we get ice, I'm sure as hell breaking it up and filming it. Yeah, ice. The frozen water. Yep. The frozen water. So I don't know, man. It's so weird. It's like Lutz. It's like it's so good for my career. I mean, not going back 100% as of now, but now I don't believe anything they say because they told us we won't go back into the office as long as like our financials are doing well. As far as I know, our financials are doing okay. And when they gave us the reason in the email, the reason wasn't things aren't going well. We need to come back in and refocus. The reason was collaboration is so important in this era, and you know, all this important work happens in person, so we're requiring. So like none of that was the reason why when they finally did it. So, you know, you can just lie. You can just lie whenever it's, you know, convenient for you. You know, let's do an icebreaker, guys. No politics in the office, please. Exactly. 20 inches. I'm making an F ice snowman. Nice. Should. I'm so uncorporate, I forgot you actually have icebreakers. Yeah. It's a 1000% because I missed the quarter. So they miss one quarter and they're like, come back in. It's like that. I don't know. It seems to me like somebody wanted us to come back into the office the whole time and just have been waiting for an excuse, basically. But no, like that's what they should say because that's what they told us. They told us we won't do this until this happens, right? But then when the reason comes, it was like, we need to collaborate and, you know, you need to work with your teammates, you know? And it's like, okay, well, how about you say, hey guys, remember what we told you? That like, if things aren't looking great, we're going to have to come back into the office and refocus. How about you tell us that, you know? You just finished doing the dishes? Congrats. Good job. Unironically, good job. My dishes aren't done. Ashley does my dishes. Poor lady. Sometimes I do the dishes. We share. The beans are effing crispy. Let's go. See, this is why I need the burr, burr, burr. Here you go. You use this one. This is for your crispy beans. Peas. Chickpeas. Are chickpeas technically beans or peas? And what's the difference? There you go. Spice them up. Legumes. They're legumes. I love saying legumes. As I say it wrong, I know it's funny. I find it funny. Garbanzo. I like garbanzo. It doesn't matter. They're going to be so good regardless. You have a hard time deciding which cute boy to romance. Oh, man. In Coral Island? Might I suggest? Never mind. If Lutz were an option, I'd choose him. I know. Mm-hmm. Ooh, multiplayer. You can do multiplayer? Nice. Ursa, you already got Hightail to lose yourself in, you know? Oh, hi, Coleman. Oh, you're talking to the other Aaron. Okay, gotcha. Ah, I gotcha. You're pausing Hightail so you don't burn out. I get it. I get it. Especially since it's early access, right? So you might as well kind of make sure you don't... I can't make this joke. Make sure you don't blow... Make sure you don't... Make sure you don't get burned out on it. There, yeah. Burnout was the right word. You used the right word there. That was the correct, proper word to use in that scenario. You're right. Ams, hi Ams. I feel like the cutest Pokemon now. I choose you. Oots my goots. I choose you. It is such a weird spot to be in, to be sort of excited, sort of happy, and then on the other hand, sort of not. Definitely not. You know? What a weird spot to be. I don't know. Undiagnosed neurodiversity often means that I'm going to work. That is so funny. And true? True? Right? And isn't that sad that we're the ones doing the real work, you know? Although I guess I can't say I'm undiagnosed anymore. I'm sure there's something undiagnosed in me, but definitely diversity, you know? Definitely, yeah. I don't know what's happening. Wet beans and work. Ams, did you miss? Did you miss it? Did you miss the announcement? I can say it. I can say it again if you need. Clipped and posted. Thanks, Beho, for the bangers lately. He's been doing well, hasn't he? I know I have one for these little circles, don't I? Yeah, right here. Right here. Right here. The I caption was funny. Yeah. I have my kids trying to do chores, so I'm herding cats asking mom every 10 seconds. Mom, mommy, mama. They're weaponizing incompetence, Ams. Don't let them get away with it. I'm kidding. They're kids, you know. You got to teach them. Just looking for pieces that I have to sort here. Send them to do grocery shopping. Yeah. One can man the brakes and the other the gas, and then another one. Oh, you only got two though, right? You need another one so that they can actually drive the steering wheel. You know, 3 kids in a trench coat. Good news is I did that yesterday. It's -40. Holy cow, guys. It is cold. It's going to get cold here, but not that cold. It'll still be cold for us. No, you have another. No, thanks. No, I'm good. I think I'm good. I'm good. We got so lucky. And I'm like, I'm not pushing my luck. I'm not doing that. You can't make me. That train done sailed. I'm done. Maybe. Yeah, foster to adopt, you know, stuff like that. But I don't think I'm doing babies again, even though they're so cute. That is the best stage, but it's so short. It's so short. Don't get caught in the trap of the baby stage. It's too short. It's not long enough. 4, 5, and 6. That's long. That's a long era. happens to be the era I'm in, but you know, negative 22. Wow. And everybody stay warm this weekend. Oh, it is 7:30. I gotta go. I do need to check in with work. Blah, blah, blah. Well, guys, that's it. That's all she wrote. Thank you for just sitting here listening to me rant the whole time here about work. It's so weird. I still don't feel like I processed it. I was like, I need to talk this through with people and process it. I guess we can just kind of expect that things are going to be a little weird here, probably for the next few. I mean, I'm going to try to keep you guys up to date about my schedule as I can. Like today, hopefully I'll have a clearer sense of what next week's going to look like. So I'll post something there. I hate that. I have loved, and I've been very blessed and fortunate, again, hashtag blessed, to like not ever have to do the whole schedule post thing. No hate to anybody who has to, Loots Magoots. But like, it's kind of nice to just be like, you know, when I'll be there. This is my posted schedule. I'll be there. We're doing something. I'll be there. You know, back when we played games, I just played like the one game. We're going to finish this game all the way through and be done with it, you know? So it was really nice not to have to do that. Now I'm going to have to be an update guy. I'm going to have to be a weekly update, guys. Here's when we're streaming. Here's when we're not. Because Daddy Corporate has me by the balls. Anyway, thrive at the salad bar. You know, I'm excited about that aspect of it for sure. Again, I was in the best shape of my life and probably the best mental state I'd been in a long time. And you don't realize why. You don't realize why that is. But I will definitely miss being here with you guys every single day. I will miss that a lot. I mean, maybe I'm not promising this right now because there's just too much unknown. Maybe Saturday streams come back. As much as I want to edit that morning, if I only get a couple of days to stream a week, Saturday and Sunday morning streams. They have a gym there. So they did back when I were there before. They changed some of it. I thought I heard a rumor that they were working on a new one. But if they do, I will absolutely, positively be doing like morning workouts there. If I'm going to get there early anyway, I'll absolutely be doing that. But yeah. If not there, then maybe I can squeeze in a workout here at home before I go. Because I might as well. If I'm going to wake up early to get there and I'm not going to stream, like, but it would be nice. It'd be nice if they had one there for sure. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here. It did hitch periodically during stream. Cool. That's cool because I'm playing a YouTube video. So apparently that's too much for it to handle. Sorry, I'm bitter about that. I don't know why. I've done more. I mean, I've been playing games and stuff and it's never hitched. I just don't know what it is that's doing it. And I can't figure it out. Everything else should be the same, you know? I don't know, gang. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out, I guess. I don't know. Okay, guys, let's get you over to Loots Magoots. Looks like he is live. Now that I've kind of gotten all that off my chest, I feel... Why did that not work? Why did that not work? Why did that just type it? That's weird. I typed it exactly the same. Do you guys see the /raid in chat? How come it typed it and didn't? Okay. Weird. I don't know why it did that, but you know, whatever. Okay. Well, guys, I may be in my feels about it, but I still appreciate you all so much. Well, look at the camera hitching there. Look at that. Look at that. Holy cow. Hold on. Pausing the video back there. Look at that. Gross. What is it doing? It's not dropping frames. It's got to just be the camera, right? Like if I'm on this one, does this one hitch? Or is it, oh, okay. It's just the Elgato face cam. Okay, so it's just this camera. That actually helps, narrow it down a little bit, right? Okay. I don't know why it's doing it so much, but hey, we're going to leave anyway. So here, let's just go on the end screen. Okay. Okay, guys, have the hot cocoa ready. Monsters are incoming to make snow angels in your backyard. Would make a snow angel in Lutz Magootz's backyard. That's not an innuendo. Okay, that's so helpful, actually, Ursa. I'll figure that out. I'll figure out why it's doing that. If it's just the face cam, maybe I just try a different USB port. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves. I'll see you here Monday, potentially. I'll let you know. Watch the Discord, and I'll see you then, okay? Same time, same place, same non. You know the drill. See ya.